Dominicans begin to come the cost following the passage of Tropical Storm Erika, which has devastated lives and property. Search and rescue was job number 1 on Friday. And DOWASCO among utilities hardest hit by Tropical Storm Erika. I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. The details coming up.
It's a summertime affair.
Summer 2015 is blazing hot, and Marpin 2k4 just made it hotter with special deals on our internet and cable TV service. Sign in for PingNet and Ping TV between August 24th and 28th and get free installation. Yes, you heard it right. It's free installation. It gets hotter. Customers who have been disconnected can join the summer deals too. Pay your outstanding balance and get reconnected for free. 4 lucky customers will get a chance to win a tablet. Marpin 2k4 will give an extra reason to smile with our giveaways. Come visit us at our Rosa location to get on board our fast and reliable Ping TV and PingNet service. Because life is better with Marpin.
It's a summertime affair in the
Let's be conscious and beware. The climate is changing everywhere. Let's promote more healthy lands to withstand the change at hand. Grow and plant a tree. Let's restore the forest be a lot more conservative with our farming practices. Keep our environment more clean and green. Put an end to all the polluting. For it is our natural beauty we promoting. Let us build resilience against the hurricanes. Stronger homes in our communities. Make a change. Let us be proactive. Rally, rethink, rally, respond, and the coastal pollution. Promote for water conservation. Whoa. Rally, rethink, rally, respond. Plant around the river banks to sustain the water on the land. Yeah, yeah.
Climate change is real. Our actions do matter. Rally, rethink, respond. A message from the OECS and USAID.
This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that
when you can afford what you crave, life just gets so good.
I'm so alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey,
KFC, so good for everyone.
Your style, your taste, your look. As individual as you are. Create the room that's all about you with new home furnishings from Quartz. And when you shop today, get a free gift of your choice. Plus, you can make a purchase now and pay absolutely nothing for 90 days. So create the room that's all about you with home furnishings from Quartz. Bringing value home.
Search and rescue efforts are underway in pitted savanna as Dominica engages in recovery efforts following Tropical Storm Erika.
Search and rescue teams, including the use of helicopters, have been mobilized from Trinidad, Martinique, and Venezuela. Throughout the day on Friday, helicopters were landing at the Lindo Park in Goodwill, bringing in injured individuals to the Princess Margaret Hospital. Up to news time, the number of people who died as a result of Tropical Storm Erika remained unconfirmed. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
And one hotel owner along the southwest coast of Dominica is assessing damage done by the passage of the storm.
Managing Director of the Anchorage Hotel, Yvonne Armour, says quick action on the part of staff minimized damage to the hotel.
We've had a lot of damage throughout the property. We were spared this year in that we closed the front door very early, so we did not get the river, the Castle Comfort River, coming through the hotel and damaging the pool in particular. We've had damage to the rooms, we've had flooding in some of the rooms, we've had mud going through the back gate, we've had the front of the property, we've had the laundry room. Throughout we've had some leaks that never existed before, I think, with the heavy rains. So we have repairs throughout. Electricals as well have been a problem. As far as our clients are concerned, we only have French clients in-house. Clients from Martinique and Guadeloupe, we have 3 of them who have connections to Paris today. And we've been talking to HHV, which have been very, very supportive and sharing the information that they have because the flights, the ferries have been cancelled. So we do have, most of them will be leaving tomorrow. Some of them actually are booked until Monday and they've actually decided to stay on. They're not deciding to move on. They're going to stay on with us until Monday. And we have been spared. I think when I look at the Facebook pictures I just give thanks, because although we have damage, it really is nothing in comparison to what the rest of the island. So there's a lot to be thankful for. So we thank God for that.
One of the vessels owned by the Anchorage Hotel was destroyed during Erika.
Thank God this year we've not had any really major sea damage to the property. However, we've lost our jetty. So that we're working on repairing. You can see repair works are always from yesterday. We worked non-stop to repair. One of our boats, Miser's Dream, one of the most beautiful boats on the island, unfortunately is half underwater. Work is ongoing to try to recover it. So that is a recovery job that we are undertaking.
Several efforts are being made to help Dominica during this time of recovery.
On an international level, I have Les Lasser, who has been requested by the Dominica's Trade Mission, headed by Miss Frances Del Sol, and her brother has actually contacted me because Les Lasser is right now working with them to put out a selfie, asking persons to contribute. The name of the fund is, it's a GoFundMe site and a corresponding Facebook page, and it's an initiative by the Dominica Trade Commission in Canada, encouraging Dominicans to give, to support, to help in many different ways. And I guess that would be transferred to the relevant organizations in the government, divisions in the government, who will see where the funds are needed most. So in addition to playing our part in terms of letting the outside world know that Dominica is still open for business, we're also assisting Dominicans, locals here on island. We're organizing a shuttle service to Portsmouth because we understand the road is blocked. So we've received a number of calls, and we will be offering a shuttle service at a reasonable rate for persons who need to go and check on their businesses or who need to check on their family and loved ones.
As a result of the landslides around the island, several staff members of the Anchorage Hotel were unable to make it to work on Friday.
Channel 5 News visited the southwest of the country to get a better idea of the effects of the tropical storm.
The news team could only go as far as Point Michelle since landslides in the area prevented vehicles from reaching Soufriere by road. Up to broadcast time, the only way to leave or arrive at Soufriere was via boats.
The residents are concerned. The road has been blocked up since yesterday. We have some major landslides between Point Michelle and Soufriere. Maybe 10 landslides is quite a bit. There's also the road, there's a collapse of the road. We are now waiting the equipment to clear the ravine in Point Michelle first. And if you notice, a lot of the residents in that area, in the ravine, their homes have been flooded and businesses, so persons are doing clean-up, which I'm happy to see. So the excavators on the way to clear the ravine and then clear between Soufriere to Point Michelle to Soufriere, and then we have some major landslide, about 5 landslides again between Soufriere to Scottshead, which we have to clear. So there's quite a bit of landslides that we have to clear right now. And the problem is the water situation in Soufriere now. We have our own system in Soufriere, and that seems to be flooded with silt. So we're almost going to get a humanitarian disaster in Soufriere, Scottshead and Gallion. So we are trying to clear the road, so at least to have this from happening. None of the boats were lost, so all the fishermen brought up their boats. They did all that, so none of the fishermen lost their boats. Thank God for that. And the sea, although it was high, but it wasn't as bad. Mostly the rain and the heavy rains basically. So it's really landslides, and I report a few homes got flooded away, which I'm going to, as soon as it's accessible, we're going to visit it. And the school got flooded and the playing field up there. So it's some damage up in Soufriere. We are very concerned about the school, especially schools should be reopened next week. So we want to address it. We're hoping that we have parents and teachers from Soufriere and Scottshead that can go to the school and start doing a cleanup campaign, so I'm hoping they're doing that today. We have no loss of life in the communities of Point Michelle, Soufriere, Scottshead and Gallion, and we are very thankful for that. We want to tell people to stay calm. The government is working. We have a plan in place in terms of cleaning up the entire country, accessing. What we're doing now is today is basically rescue missions, especially in the Pitted Savannah and Good Hope areas where we have persons missing and feared dead. And we're basically trying to get all the main roads in terms of access. We're trying to get it cleared as quickly as possible, so people will have access in terms of coming to the city. We know we have a lot of challenges. Douglas Charles Airport is in a difficult situation right now. A lot of devastation happened there yesterday, and we're trying to see how we can get Douglas Charles Airport as operational as quickly as possible. And Kinfield is operational now. We have helicopter coming there. So it's a lot of work that we have to do. We have a lot of bridges that have been washed away. And so there's a lot of work, and we're calling on all Dominicans. We want everyone to come together, and like we're doing in Point Michelle there, coming together and working for rebuilding Dominica.
Residents of Point Michelle are still tallying the damage done to their homes and businesses.
Well, what happened is that during the night, all rain was falling. But around 4:30 to 5 o'clock, I take the smell of dirt. So when I get up, I saw like something more than I know, and I start to shout. So when I start to shout now, I run trying to get people to come and tell him, "Don't, we're in trouble." So while I there now, I seen a lot of dirt coming down and rafting, and then I see, all of a sudden I see a piece of mountain burst. And I see water coming on like a waterfall. Then all of a sudden I see water burst through me and water come all in my house. And then I see water pass over the bridge going everybody, all the bars by the roadside. But one thing I say, if I didn't see it, I wouldn't feel so depressed. But I have never seen that in my life since I know myself.
In
well,
December of 2013, when the trough system passed through, was it this much damage?
No. That one was worse than December month for us. Well, for me, and in Suboli, where I live, that is the worst I've seen, not even Hurricane David. Dominicans, forget everything. Leave everything alone. Leave everything negativeness. And let's come together in positive, and let's try to clean Dominica.
Well, there is a rental under the cellar, and there are 2 French under it. And the ravine, that was more about 12 feet high, you know. And everything become flat one time. Wow. And water come inside and go inside and block, fridge, everything. Flood up everything. Everything is behind the house. Fridge, stove, television, everything.
And big rocks?
No, dirt, only dirt, because the door, it burst the window and water and dirt. And it's flooded under my that's what my house is. That is my daughter's house. Okay. And there is also flood out too.
It started very slow going down. I even help a couple of people over there take their things in the bar and put it down there. And 10 minutes after that, my place started flooding with water. All inside, people coming to help me and take galvanized and put wrong for the water not to come. But it was still coming on me. You know, and me and my husband there, and other people come taking bucket of water, throw it over, but we couldn't help. A car parked there for maybe 4 or 5 years. And when the ravine started coming heavy, he take it and he started raining it down. And some boys go and get a cord to tie it to prevent it to come on me. But it went in the sea, and they tied it by the toilet over there.
There were rocks, sand and debris strewn along the roads south of Roseau. Access to the communities of Bellevue-Chopin, Pishley and Grand Bay was blocked by landslides. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
And Tropical Storm Erika has not only left some of the island without water, but she has also washed away some of DOWASCO's water systems and intakes.
Channel 5 News was able to get the water company's public relations officer via phone to get some updates.
Our crews are out there working assiduously to try to re-establish the water supply in the Roseau area. So in the area that we refer to as WA1, that is water area 1, that would be from Castle Comfort to Mero. We are working to restore the supply there sometime later this evening or early tomorrow morning. From what I am just told, just recently updated, that it is looking, they are very confident that they might be able to restore water tonight to WA1. That would be between Castle Comfort and Mero. And that is because they are doing some work at our Springfield intake. And they're also going to be working at our Snow Corner intake. That is the intake that will be supplying water to Louvier and Point Michel. So possibly these communities will be with water later this evening or early tomorrow morning.
DOWASCO water intakes at Girodale, Salisbury and Pishley are also washed away. Reggie says the company will take a week or more to restore water to Grand Bay, Pishley and other areas in the south.
In the east, in the southeast, we also understand that quite a bit of damage done in those areas, and so it's going to take some time to restore water to these areas. We have not heard much from the north of the country or the northeast of the country, but we also know that the water supply in these areas are down.
The company's PRO also gave recommendations for persons collecting untreated water.
If you have to access water from streams, it would be best to boil the water at least for 5 minutes, or if you have to treat the water, we have given the recommendations that for 1 gallon of water you add 10 drops of liquid unscented bleach. Unscented liquid bleach, 10 drops for 1 gallon. If you want to treat 10 gallons, you add half a tablespoon of unscented liquid bleach. And if you want to treat about 50 gallons, you would need to add at least 3 tablespoons.
And this here is the picture of the bayfront underwater.
Here you see one of the many bridges on the west coast destroyed by heavy flood waters. This is Douglas Charles Airport taking a pounding as well from flood waters. Still at Douglas Charles, the runway seriously impacted there by the heavy flood waters. This is the parking lot at Douglas Charles Airport, and as you can see, it is not a pretty sight. The river has taken over. Douglas Charles Airport again, the terminal also took a pounding. Moving on to Roseau cruise ship berth, seriously affected by flooding. Here you see Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard under flood waters. A picture here from the impact on businesses in Roseau. You see KFC flooded here in this picture. The mayor of Roseau has been seeing help to mop up the city. You are looking at the collapse of a section of the Layu Road. The Roseau River, devastated by the Berean Church, got in the building, destroying it completely. Other homes in the area and the road there was also largely destroyed. This is Pishley being battered by the heavy flood waters. In Canefield, this is Autotreed taking a pounding from the nearby river as it swelled and overflowed. The recently opened football galore was also destroyed.
You are watching Channel 5 News. More on the aftermath of Erika after this.
This is freedom, this is life. Happiness is all I'm seeking. Carpe diem, I'm seizing every day, not just the weekend. Here's to all the good times that
When you can afford what you crave, life just gets so good.
I'm so alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey,
KFC, so good for everyone.
We should be sleeping.
Live wider awake with Beauty Rest, the only mattress that combines the support of legendary Beauty Rest pocketed coil technology with the comfort of air-cool memory foam. Beauty Rest, it's you fully charged.
Available exclusively at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
let's be conscious and beware. The climate is changing everywhere. Let's promote more healthy lands to withstand the change at hand. Grow and plant a tree. Let's restore the forest. Be a lot more conservative with our farming practices. Keep our environment more clean and green. Put an end to all the polluting. For it is our natural beauty we promoting. Let us build resilience against the hurricanes. Stronger homes in our communities. Make a change. Let us be proactive. Bali, rethink. Bali, respond. And the coastal pollution. Promote more water conservation. Whoa. Bali, rethink. Bali, respond. Plants around the river banks. To sustain the water on the land. Yeah, yeah.
Climate change is real. Our actions do matter. Rally, rethink, respond. A message from the OECS and USAID.
It's a summertime affair.
Summer 2015 is blazing hot, and Marpin 2k4 just made it hotter with special deals on our internet and cable TV service. Sign in for Ping Net and Ping TV between August 24th and 28th and get free installation. Yes, you heard it right. It's free installation. It gets hotter. Customers who have been disconnected can join the summer deals too. Pay your outstanding balance and get reconnected for free. 4 lucky customers will get a chance to win a tablet. Marpin 2k4 will give an extra reason to smile with our giveaways. Come visit us at our Rosa location to get on board our fast and reliable Ping TV and Ping Net service. Because life is better with Marpin.
It's a summertime affair in a day at
The West Coast got a bit of a beating from Tropical Storm Erika late Wednesday evening into Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon.
The Czech Hall Massac Road is in shambles after the river in that area came down and was completely blocked by boulders and debris. Residents in the Czech Hall area were trapped in their homes and surrounded from all sides by the river. Isho's Barn Grill right next to the river was completely run through. A car dealership was submerged after Tropical Storm Erika swept over Dominica on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The small community of Massac got their share of waterworks as the river came down through the ravine, blocking the bridge with an onslaught of boulders. The location of the most recent accident in Les Point was mildly affected, but commuters are still advised to be cautious. Meanwhile, Maho residents are picking up the pieces after boulders blocked the bridge, impeding the flow of the river. Recovery works are still ongoing at Petrocaribe. The site was devastated by the Belfast River.
We are currently still assessing the situation, but we have seen extensive damage to our building. We got a lot of silt from the river, so the where tanks are flooded and has a lot of silt, a lot of sand to remove. So it's going to take a lot of effort to clean up. We had stored most of our cylinders in storage facilities. However, we had a few cylinders on the plant strapped together that obviously broke loose, and so under 500 bottles may have escaped.
St. Joseph residents are trapped from both sides since the St. Joseph Road is completely gone and the bridge to Makushri was washed away. While their attempts are being made to create a bypass in St. Joseph, we spoke to a health official who is a resident of St. Joseph.
Presently, we are at the Hillsborough Bridge where the road caved into the river, and there is no vehicular freeway here. The people from the village, all from Mayro, Salisbury, they are coming across to see what has happened. And of course, right now as we speak, they are trying to do a bypass so that maybe four-wheel drives or whoever could pass through to get into town. But St. Joseph is cut off from Portsmouth as well as from Roseau because of this here and because of the Makushri Bridge that completely washed out to sea. So in the village itself, there was some flooding in the main village. Right now, cleanup is taking place and the people are restoring things back to normal. The community is mobilized, the fire services involved, and things are getting back on track in the village itself. But as far as access to out of St. Joseph into Roseau or to Portsmouth is not possible. There is some electricity, some persons have, some persons don't have. In Miro there is no electricity. We have no water right now. Of course, the main waterway coming from Hillsborough is completely cut off, so that would account for the shortage of water. And we do not have phone service as well. There is one section of Layu where it's like a hotspot. There is service there, so persons from different areas who want to get out get to that area, and that is where we can get service.
And Kulibistri is another community which was severely affected by Tropical Storm Erika.
Yesterday we saw some major destruction in Kulibistri. You know, we have been hit severely and a number of homes has been destroyed. Actually, in Kulibistri we are left with no wooden structure in the path of all alongside the river. And every structure in Kulibistri has suffered some major damages. If, of course, you'll get an opportunity to see the number of vehicles which have been extensively damaged. Some are in the sea, some are buried on the soil, some are buried behind the health center, and all over the place. And our priority is to ensure that our elderly and the young children are safe. We were able to establish at the resource center in Monachet a place where we can house them. And last evening we did that pretty well. But persons are out now and they're trying to do some sort of cleaning, but we need at least heavy equipments in there to assist us to really get that thing under control. You will not get an appreciation of what I'm saying unless you see for yourself what is actually happening in Kolibi Street. What I have done earlier is to ensure that we have a few elderly persons who need medication and they have complications, and we are trying to get some insulin and some other pressure medication for them. We have some young children who have lost everything. The parents lost everything, and we have not been able to feed them so far for the day, and we really need some food supply. The village, while persons stored water in their homes, but everything have been washed away, and we really need water and food. We have turned to the shops, the local shops. They are all empty at this time, so we have no food, we have no water, and we have no medication. There are a team of guys who went out to sort of rescue some persons who are at danger, and they themselves have gotten some injuries. And our first aid kits are actually empty at this time. So we need medication, we need supplies, and we urgently need that because it's after 12 and we have not gotten food. The number of persons that have lost everything, the shops are empty, there's no water, and persons are actually going into panic. And that's why, we call on the authorities to really get into Kolibi Street to get some supplies in there as soon as possible.
And you are cut off from both ends, right?
We are cut off from both ends. To my immediate north, we have about 3 landslides, major landslides, and persons cannot get into Kolibi Street. And southwards, the Battery Bridge is damaged. Further south, we have the Bakushi Bridge damaged also. So we are actually trapped, and we really need some way, somehow, to get some supplies in there to assist us with the young children and the elderly.
We heard about loss of life. Is that, tell me something about that?
Yes, definitely. I can confirm that we are missing one person. Right. We can account for everybody else except Ostel Joseph, who we know that his house was washed down by the river. Persons said that they heard him shouting for help, but no one could help in that fury that the river was in yesterday. And we really experienced major disaster in Kolibi Street.
Josephine Gabriel and company has pledged to provide drinking water for the community. One man had some help in mopping up his house, which was flooded.
Come on.
Yeah, no what cat will come in there. No what cat will come in there.
No, you see something coming there?
Yeah, no what cat will come in there.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Marpin is in the area.
Yeah, Marpin.
That's right.
Yeah, no what cat will come in there.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of damage you all get?
Yeah.
Why?
That's my area.
That's your area? Yeah. So what happened to you, so tell me?
Well, from the time yesterday when the thing come there, we can have believe Almighty has then fed us to come and help me, and Almighty when he flooded in my house.
Wow. But thank God you're alive.
Thank God I'm alive, but I get a lot of things by speaker, all kind of things.
Yeah, okay.
You can see the way of the house.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man, bless man.
Get?
Yeah, man. So
no, it's rebuilding time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Take me out. Take me out from the situation.
That's right.
Yeah, I take it for you. Yeah.
We just put that to stand up in the fridge. I don't even know if the fridge will work.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Take care. What I will just put it up there.
Go ahead, my dear. I want damage, no damage.
Wow. Whoa.
Careful. The sun is soft.
Wow.
Marpin in my area.
That's right. Marpin is here. Only Marpin.
Next choice.
What about? You mean that's the height the water was?
Yeah, the height.
Whoa.
You're looking now at the Makushri Road. You can see the river has cut that road in two. This is the impact on the area near the road. Serious flooding there. Here is a closer look at where the road was actually cut in two. Essentially, Makushri is one of the most hard-hit areas. There you can take a look at the playing field in the Makushri area. A Salisbury farmer came out to assist with a bypass in the Makushri area.
As you can see, the work is taking place there. It's an effort of the people of Salisbury, the community of Salisbury, you know, just to help clear the road. If any sickness and so forth, we have to take our people to the hospital. That's what we're trying to do, so on our end.
So everybody that is there is people from Salisbury?
Salisbury, voluntary work that is going on there, not 1 cent.
Okay, so what you're really doing, really? What you're really doing?
What we are doing, that old bridge, you know the bridge down there is gone completely.
Right.
So that old bridge, we are going to access it and pass in the yard by then to go up to St. Joseph to Roseau. Okay. That's what we are going to do.
But you're aware that Layu is cut off too?
Yes, Layu is cut off, but at least they will do what they have to do on the end. We hope that the government will step in and the excavator are there, that they let them continue the work to unblock the wing of the bridge so that the water will flow freely, you know, take out all the debris and so.
Okay.
That's what we want that's the part we want the government to play now. To pay the owner of the excavator so that they will clear the whole river, clear the bridge. Okay?
Okay, good.
Right, that's what we want.
Good.
Salisbury also saw some minor damage. These vehicles had clearly seen better days. Vehicles heading towards Coolibistry were backed up Friday, providing a glimpse into the impact of the damaged roads due to the storm. This is the Battley area, where the bridge was destroyed, cutting off one community from the other. The people had to find alternative ways of crossing. And with the bridge out, our camera operator had to wade through the water to bring you some of the very first pictures from Coolibistry. The headlines again: Dominicans begin to count the cost following the passage of Tropical Storm Erika, which has devastated lives and property. Search and rescue was job number 1 on Friday, and DOWASCO among utilities hardest hit by Erika. Send your questions and comments to news@marpin2k4.com. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching. Be safe this weekend, and let's help wherever we can to restore our country.